What's up, guys? Welcome to episode 69. What? Why are you laughing, Mike?
It's fitting.
So, guys, we have a question, a repeated question. Stay down. About baseball bat choke from north-south. I'm really not a big fan of baseball bat choke from north-south. I think there is other setups. Usually when I use baseball bat choke, it's when I'm cross-side and one of my hands is already weaved in under his head. From north-south, it becomes more difficult because my body is north-south, and as I'm weaving underneath, I'm putting a little too much weight to my right, but I'm also leaning left to try to weave my left hand underneath his head. So I'm not a fan of this setup. Guys, anything that I am a fan of or not a fan of, what? Why are you laughing, Mike? What's going on? Am I missing something?
Kemal says, choke his ass, Fox.
Oh, I plan to. I plan to. So, I'm not a big fan of this, guys. Again, the reason for that is for baseball bat choke from here, I need to sort of, this is the setup, all right? Actually, it's not even for me, it's just not working. It's not a natural, for me, that is, it's not a natural positioning for my arms when I'm in that position. Guys, when you look for efficiency of movement, you have to look for sort of a natural fit of your limbs relative to your body and relative to his body. In this particular case, this is not something, and by the way, you can change that over time. If you decide that you want to pursue some specific sequence or specific move, you can change that. Pretty much anything feels unnatural when you first start out Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. And over time, things become natural and eventually become second nature. But again, for baseball bat choke, if I'm north-south, I would go for his left arm. I would try to pin his right arm if I could. I could take the right arm. I would take north-south choke. I would probably not. If I'm north-south, I would probably not go for baseball bat choke from here. Again, I need to, the initial setup for my baseball bat choke from here is to try to get my left hand underneath. He knows that I'm setting something up. So right now I'm compensating because my left hand is under his neck. So I'm flaring on my right leg. So I'm compensating by because if I don't, I'm going to get rolled very easily. All right, so I'm compensating. So again, he attempts to roll. I back up. Go. Go, go. Yeah. So I lost the opportunity. So again, I would recommend for a baseball bat choke for me, when I pass somebody's guard and I'm top cross-side, it's a natural setup. The minute I do this, it's very natural. It's almost instantaneous. All right, so again, from here, if I'm going to set it up like this, I have it. But now, because I'm north-south, if I'm cross-side, I can still keep my weight on until the last second. Here, I have to back off a little more because I need to get my right hand through. So, for me, that's not a natural setup. All right? So, guys, today, we're going to be working on, other than north-south, is bullfighter pass. Okay, how do we deal with it? All right, so we talked about one where the guy just throws your legs to the side without actually holding on. So let's go over that one. That's, because bullfighters TOREANDO pass, people can use no-gi, but usually with no-gi they just throw the legs. So if Enrique just throws my legs to the side, I'm going to turtle up and I'm basically looking for him to come in. He either backs off. If this happens, guys, he either backs off and I'm going to go after him, or if he actually stays on me, I usually manage to get you know, some form of split guard, and I'm immediately going into an offensive mode. So no-gi, the Toreando pass defense for me, or gi, where the guy does not hold the legs, is very simple. Turtle, and immediately roll into some form of guard. Split guard, preferably for me, okay? So that's the easiest one to deal with. We've talked about this one. Now, let's look at the possibilities with the gi. So anytime especially if I'm sitting up, and I feel the guy grabbing, first thing I do is try to strip. All right, so strip, and then immediately get your grips and start to get going. All right, so that's the first thing, but you have to react fairly quickly. You have to strip quickly. Usually, I will, you know, cross grip, and now you can sort of start to off balance and attack. All right. But if you've been training jiu-jitsu for a little while, you know stripping a strong grip is not the easiest thing. All right. So as he grips, you could tell, like, I'm not stripping this. All right. So guys, if I can't strip it, unfortunately, I mean, Enrique's gi is a size too small, so it's very difficult for me to get a good grip on his sleeve.
It's a quarantine weight.
Hopefully it's IBJJF legal. So, it is? Yes, nice. So, guys, you got to make a quick judgment call. I could see that, you know, his sleeve, sometimes it's not going to be easy to grip. And you don't have a lot of time here. All right? So instead of gripping the sleeve, so that would be my preferred method, but if I can't grip the sleeve quickly, or if I don't think I can grip it quickly, I'm going to go for the wrist. Thumb down, guys. And now I'm going to control his lead hand. And I just keep. He will give up, guys. He will give up on this. All right? Believe it, it's actually fairly easy to keep him away. You know, guys. By the way, even if the guy's got massive sleeves like some sort of wizard, I don't know if you ever see in tournaments when they start, you know, got two guys square up, and they go like this, like they're rolling up their sleeve to go to work. Actually, what they're doing is making sure that the sleeves don't come down, so it's much more difficult to get a grip when the guy's, you know, cuff of the sleeve is by their elbow rather than by their wrist. So even if the guy's got really wide sleeves, it's not necessarily that easy to grab the sleeve. So again, if the guy gets a really strong grip on your pants, if I can strip it, great, and I'm going right into offensive mode. Guys, very, very big point, strategy. As soon as you get your grips, you take his away, you get your grips, go. Do not do this. You're going to be here all day. Eventually, if you keep letting him get a grip, eventually he will be able to use that grip. So, as soon as you get your grip, go. I don't care. I missed the grip, but do something. Move. Start to make something happen. Don't wait for him to keep re-gripping. All right? You're going to be playing patty cake for half an hour. Or you're going to get your guard pass immediately. So I try to strip. I cannot strip. Guys, thumb down, not thumb up. This is easy. He will take your back like this. Okay? So it has to be thumb down and stiff arm towards his legs. And just keep moving. Get up and move. Do something. Anything. Okay? So if you cannot strip the grip, thumb down. Even if he does wind up, go, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. I'm back, baby. So, guys, thumb down. This, not this. You do this, you will have your back taken, and you're going to ask, what the hell is Fox talking about? I'll tell you what Fox was talking about. Thumb down. That's what he was talking about. Okay, if you do thumb up, you will have your back taken. Okay, so first line of defense, strip. We already know how to deal with Toreando pass Mark David asked this question. It's a good one. So first line of defense, guys, if the guy doesn't control your legs, he just grabs at your either at your knees or at your shins and throws the leg to the side, turtle, and fold underneath into split guard. It is addressed. That particular one is addressed in some episode. I don't know. Adolfo put a list of all the techniques covered. So there's a master list under episode 50. Okay. Don't even start with the season. So that already we covered. Now, if he actually grabs your pants and holds on, first line of defense, strip the grip. If you can't, but guys, you cannot like try to do this for 2 seconds, 3 seconds, 10 seconds. You have to know right away, can I strip or not? So if you cannot strip the grip, and you may have to make that judgment call without actually trying, because once you try, he's already moving. So you kind of feel it. If you can't strip, hand on the wrist. If you can get a grip, great. If you can't, again, you have to make that judgment call. You cannot like fumble around for the grip. That's okay. Do I have enough sleeve to grip it? Great. If I don't, go for the wrist. Thumb down. Either way, thumb down, and start stiff arming his hand away, and then you just keep circling. He will either give up, but as soon as he gives up, guys, or as soon as he kind of like realizes that he's not getting anywhere, you go after him. So that's the second line of defense.
Anthony Tosca says, good morning, Mike, Enrique, Professor. Miss you guys. Can't wait to get back on the mats at the Academy.
Yes. Guys, by the way, I'm doing a State of the Academy update this Saturday, 12:15 on Zoom. All right. I just want to tell you guys where we stand, where things are, and what I think is going to happen. It's going to be some speculation, but hopefully I'm going to be right on this one. But 12:15 this Saturday, guys, for my students on Zoom. Same account, same password, same everything. All right, 12:15 this Saturday. I was going to say something else, but I forgot. Anyways.
And on YouTube, pero que T-Cap.
What?
Okay.
He says, so you never let the other person have a double pants grip.
It doesn't matter even if he. It's okay. It doesn't matter. The double pants grip doesn't matter if I can get this. Okay. So I don't just stay here. I don't just kind of like move. So as he will let go. Oh, say hello to my little friend. Oh, where you going? You think you're gonna cut the angle? Don't make me put it on you. Oh yeah, I had a good grip.
And the lots of peers asking, what if you're not sitting but you're on your back and he gets the double pants grip?
We're gonna go over that next. So we have first line of defense, second line of defense. We're gonna go over third line of defense and then fourth line of defense. Okay? So third line of defense is say you did sit up and he just pulled on your pants. So guys, when you see that, what I'm looking to do is basically I want to go wind up. Right now I'm perpendicular to him. So as he's dropping in, I'm controlling his left arm with my right hand. Can everybody see this? All right? So as he's pushing my legs, I'm trying to go lined up with him. And I have a few friends right here, guys. All right? It's a simple technique, guys. Purely timing. Purely timing. How do you develop timing? You drill this, then you flow roll this, and then you apply it live. Okay, so let's look at it again. We're going to look at it from a couple of different angles. Guys, you understand that second line of defense and third line of defense are very similar where I'm controlling the lead arm. In this case, if he's going to my right, that's going to be his left arm. Second line of defense, when I'm still up, is thumb down. This one is going to be thumb up because you were just too late. You cannot. It's too late. Your body's already starting to get control. So you cannot go thumb down. It's not going to happen. All right. So, guys, sometimes you don't even have to. I missed his arm. So instead of grabbing his arm, I'm grabbing all the way through, almost like a reverse seatbelt grip, and I'm sitting, lifting up my chest so Enrique can withdraw his arm very easily. As this is going on, I reverse him, and of course, you don't reverse somebody and don't go after them. Put him away. Okay? Let's look at it from another angle. This. So I sit up, and I start to get underneath him. And as soon as I land, he may hold on to your pants, guys. That's okay. Just hold on for as long as you'd like. Oh, he's trying to lift me, but I think I'm heavier, guys. So if he does not hold, if he gives up the grip on your pants, Kimura is probably the logical response because his arm is going to be exposed. If he holds onto your pants, you just stretch out your legs and put your weight on it.
Dave Jocelyn on YouTube is asking, for the first one you did, can you go 2-on-1 on your grip?
Let's make sure that we keep the same numbering system, right? First one is a strip. Second one is thumb down. Third one is, rolling in underneath him, going from perpendicular to lined up. So you're talking about the second one. Yes. Yes. So yeah. Huh? Yeah, he has to let go of my pants. I might suplex him. Yeah. You awoken a giant. All right, so as soon as he gives up on the, if he goes 2-on-1, he's giving up the pen grip. But it doesn't really help. That grip, thumbs down, is very, very powerful, guys.
And Piotr is asking, do you have a different strategy against the TOREANDO pass, whether he's grabbing your knees or your ankles?
When he's grabbing, that's a good question. If he's grabbing, I'm going to try for an arm drag. So if he grabs at the ankles, I'm not even going to try to strip the grip. All right, so I'm going to try to drag him. Yeah, it may not work that well, but now it's, oh. Yeah, go ahead. You know where this is going, right?
No.
Yes. Guys, give me a minute, please. All right. So he avoided triangle at all costs. That's okay. I'm taking my top position. I'm back. I'm still here. Guys, you got to be like a Wolverine. Once you're after him, stay on him. Yeah. Silver Wolverine, BJJ.
And Caleb Throop is asking, I've cartwheeled over that stiff arm defense before. Usually I get some sort of front headlock out of it. Sometimes I'm belly up. You have to be sure to get your head on the outside of the uke stiff arm first. What little friend would I be saying hello to if I try that on you, Fox?
He'd be dropping it on your head. So you'd be saying, hello, concussion, my little friend. Yeah, I would strongly discourage, if somebody controls that arm, I'd strongly discourage you from, you want to try it?
Okay. It's really put me to sleep once.
So as he, yeah, it's very difficult, you know, to, you literally put yourself at risk that you're gonna, as you, because the cartwheel pass is so highly dependent that you can actually post on that hand. And if I'm controlling that arm, I'm not just holding on to it, I'm driving into you. So I would strongly discourage you from doing that. Cartwheel pass is good to use when you have control of both arms. When he's controlling one of your arms that strongly, you wrist as you fly and you literally landing on your head, you know, straight down, which is, I strongly discourage anybody from doing that ever. And then the second possibility is that you're just completely out of control. That roll is going to be completely out of control. If the guy on the bottom knows what he's doing, which is basically just keep shoving that arm. And when you feel lack of resistance, just go with it. Yeah.
And Adolfo Ferranda is asking, I'm also curious about the cartwheel pass, but in my case, the guy is, he has knee grips.
I can roll forward.
Guys, the basis behind a cartwheel pass is the ability to put your hand or your fist on the ground firm. When you have your hands on somebody's legs, by definition, that base is unstable. So you're basically relying that the guy's going to keep his knees like this. You don't need a cartwheel pass if he does that. So let's presume that I'm actually somewhat engaged. We're going to put our mouthpiece in. So
I'll do it here. The
well,
cartwheel.
if you do, you know, that might free a pass. I'm giving myself 2 points, guys. So yeah, guys will do it because people on the bottom freeze up. You know, they freeze up. They're like, oh, he's got a stronger. Oh crap, he's flying. But if you know, you almost any little movement is gonna sort of screw up his trajectory. You know. So if I feel the guy, yeah, that's what I usually do when a guy tries to. If I see a cartwheel pass, usually I attack. I sit. I lay back and attack the arm. I have been cartwheel passed a long time ago. Not probably the last. It's been a while. So you gotta, as soon as somebody attempts a cartwheel pass, lay back and attack the arm, guys. Because that's you know, it doesn't matter almost which one, because for a cartwheel pass, the guy has a planned trajectory. You can disrupt that trajectory very easily if you don't freeze up. Usually, like, people just have a brain fart and just freeze up for a split moment, which is enough for the guy to get the cartwheel pass done. I'm not a fan of it because, you know, like I said, somebody undercuts that base of support or changes or wobbles it. There's a good possibility you go into the mat head first or landing on your training partner or opponent in a completely uncontrolled way. Okay. So now let's look at, like, you were just caught sleeping and everything went to crap. Guys, before I forget, by the way, happy birthday to Dave Kovar.
Nice.
Yes.
Happy birthday.
Yes. Martial artist extraordinaire. Very good BJJ black belt as well. Wait, what do you... I'm trying to explain things here. So, happy birthday. Anyways, so now, guys, let's look at it like things just went completely to pop. And this is where you want to go. So, usually... When as the guy, depends how he leaves his hands, okay? So if his hand stays on my pants, all right, I'm going to bring the inside leg, and I'm trying to get it underneath. Guys, this is a very brutal submission. Tap. Okay? But most high-level guys will not lead there. As soon as they feel it, they will move their hand. So this time, you know, I just kind of go. I would still, to be honest with you, if I felt like I could control his left arm, I would still try to bump him. I think I got this. Okay? So I would still try to do it, at the very least, off balance him. Where what happens, he kind of puts his weight back into his legs and try to rebalance out. So you might have an opening there. But let's say that you just completely got, so the question is, does he keep his arms where they are, or does he progress? If he progresses, guys, now I'm going to try to fight from the bottom of cross side. So now all the associated sort of escapes from bottom of cross side open up. Again, guys, I'm a big fan. Don't wait. You already got caught sleeping to get to this position. Don't wait for him to settle down, put his arms in a correct position, because once he puts his weight on you and starts to move his arms around in response to your escapes, now he's dictating the pace. So what you have to do is, as soon as this happens, take quick stock. And I don't mean like, okay, his left arm is by my hips, my right arm is over here. It's too late. Quick, okay, is one of his arms between my legs? Attempt an inverted triangle, or try to capture one of the arms. If not, already start to hip out. Start to hip out. Bottom of cross side escape. Bottom of cross side escape. Do not wait for him to solidify his control and then try to attack. Openings for submissions, openings for sweeps, openings for reversals. Both defensive and offensive openings are created in transitions. Okay? Unless you're a 230-pound goon and just grab somebody's arm and say, okay, I'm going to key lock you. Done. Yeah, that can happen. For me, not so much. Unless I'm training with somebody really small. So again, this time you just... So anyway, I'm trying this. I think I can get this, but he rebases. I'm going back in. Okay, I'm back in guard. Now this time, I'm going to actually... I'm immediately, whatever I see, I'm going after. I know now what he's going to do. He stopped me from triangling him. So he's going to control this very heavy. That's okay. I'll try to off-balance him. I succeeded. Great. How do you like your... Yes, he's coming back straight into my reverse triangle. 2 minutes. All right. So guys, do we have any questions on this? No questions. Nice. So I've explained everything. All right. I'm glad to hear that, guys. Let's look at a couple other scenarios. Same like when you get caught and just start placing your hands wherever, and I'm just going to react. So I'm too late. I'm trying to capture his arm. He took it out. Say hello to my little friend. So again, I'm sleeping, thinking about, oh, weather is nice. Is that a bird? Oh, man. I'm going to try to weave his hands down. As he's changing, my hand goes, and I go immediately into offensive mode.
Stop.
So do you understand that at no point did I ever let him settle down? You let somebody settle down, guys, it's going to be a lot harder to escape. You could see how easy, if you attack immediately, guys, you can't just flail your arms because you don't know what to do. If you're in that stage of development, guys, slow things down, train with your partners. That's when flow roll comes in handy. Good training partners that's like, hey, listen, you got this. They help you see what you may not see yourself. So you have to have some sort of an idea, some sort of a plan, not just flailing aimlessly. But you can see how easy it is to go from completely defensive into a completely offensive mode.
David Khan says, another great episode in the making.
Yes. Thank you.
And Piotr says, the only danger I've been exposed to when using stiff arm is being arm locked. I've seen people's back taken when their legs were entangled into a truck in high-level competition. What other dangers do you need to be aware of when using the stiff arm / elbow push?
Yeah, it's possible flying arm lock, but that's very, very likely. You might see it at the highest level, but you got to be careful because, you know, that's you usually see that in competition because it's just such a. So as he's doing that, go ahead. I just let go. It's just awareness. A lot of times people just not aware. It's just that temporary lapse. But you know, if you stiff arm somebody, pretty much that's the only thing you're vulnerable to: flying arm lock, flying triangle. But you got to make sure that if you see the guy, what happens? So as he's doing this, yeah, his outside leg, which is in this case his right leg, comes in a little bit. So you have a bit of a notification that this is what's going to happen. As soon as you see that, you release immediately. Okay? Yeah, I see that. So as soon as you see it, you disengage that stiff arm, because that's the possibility that, again, flying arm lock, flying triangle. But you know, this is an easy movement to make. The problem is, because usually when they grab that, they use your own grip against them, and sometimes they kind of just grab, but the grip is not really strong, it's not solid, it's just sort of a grip that's kind of just keeps that arm for a split second longer. This is not a difficult movement to just make. This is all you have to do. All right, just get your elbow back. Forget about the forearm, get your elbow back. But you have, like I said, you have a bit of a heads up that he's going to do that. The way he starts to kind of, he slides in a little bit.
And one last thing before we close out. Elad says, you realize that you have created in the last 69 days the Bible of BJJ. At least for me you did. Thank you, Fox, Enrique, and Mike.
Thank you, yeah. So guys, I'm really appreciative of the global community we've created here. And I say we, I don't mean just me, Enrique, and Mike, but you guys as well, especially if you're a regular. So guys, let's try to make this community big. Let's try to make sure that we help spread the gospel of BJJ, according to you a lot.
According to Foxy.
Like, share, subscribe, tag, friend, follow, and whatever else. Don't stalk.
Or stalk the previous episodes.
Or stalk the previous episodes. Guys, again, we probably in episode 75, we're probably going to start to migrate over to YouTube. So we're still going to have links on Facebook and Instagram for the live portion, but if you want to catch it live, I'm pretty sure we're going to go to YouTube Live, and the other two platforms are going to get, you know, still the links and so forth. You can still ask questions there, but we're trying to consolidate everything to make it a little more streamlined. All right? So guys, we'll see you tomorrow for episode 70, 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time. Stay well, stay safe, be considerate, and use your brains and heads.